Hi everyone, we're going to decide whether enough information is given to prove that the triangles are congruent. If there's enough information, we're going to state the congruence postulate or theorem you're going to use. Basically, we're either using the side, angle, side, or the hypotenuse leg congruence theorem. So for the first, let's go for the first one. If we look at this, these two triangles here, we want ABC, so this triangle, and DEF, which is this one. Now, what we have is side, angle, side. And this is again side, I'm doing DE and B, AB and DE, angle, side. So yes, there's enough information, and it's by the side, angle, side congruence theorem. Okay, for 11, we have one leg, or we have the hypotenuse marked, and we have a right angle. If you have a right angle, you're thinking about the hypotenuse leg congruence theorem, which states if you have a right angle and the hypotenuses are congruent, then that means the legs are also, these legs are congruent. Or you could say this is congruent, because this is the same leg here. All right? So basically, this is a yes, because that's what we have. We have the hypotenuse is congruent, and this hypotenuse is congruent, and we have a right angle. So that means the legs, and also this is congruent by the reflexive property. So you have ON is congruent to ON. So you have your one leg and one hypotenuse are congruent, and it's a right angle. So this is yes by the hypotenuse leg congruence theorem, something like that. Okay, and the final one, we have ABC triangle is congruent to DC. So we know these two angles are congruent. These two sides are congruent. And then we have this side is congruent to both. But we have AC is congruent to AC through the reflexive property. I'll just put 2 of line segments. But we don't have enough information. We don't have what about these sides here. We don't know about AB and BC. So for it to be congruent, these would also have to be congruent to these sides, and it's not. So we do not have enough information to state if or prove that the triangles are congruent. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.